Hello everyone, and today is finally the day where I will be my first, it's not really my first impression of the Blue Blood, but it will be the first time I will be actually touching and interacting with this palette. So, I don't want to keep waiting any longer, so let's start. Just a few things I wanted to say about the Blue Blood palette. When it just came out, I thought, will I ever use blue eyeshadows in my makeup? Probably not. I never thought I will actually need or I will buy a blue eyeshadow palette. But here we are. And one of the things that I want to mention is one of the biggest reasons why I got this palette in the first place. It isn't really my need of blue shadows, it's just of the marketing, of the amazing packaging that I love so much. I want to just take a minute for everyone to appreciate this amazing palette and thank Jeffree for the amount of work he's put into this whole collection. Also, quick side note, I think this week is going to be the reveal of the Blood Sugar 3 palette. This is the second one, and the first one was the Blood Sugar 1. This is Blue Blood, and the next one, we know nothing about it yet. Although there is some speculation about it being a purple palette, but we'll see. And I just realized that in the beginning of the Shane series, the second series with Shane Dawson, he didn't even release this palette. At the beginning of the series, he revealed this palette, the Blue Blood. Then they started working on the Conspiracy, and there's so many collections that Jeffree has put out ever since, and in this whole documentary for this huge amount, almost the whole year, he's only mentioned one collection, which is the collaboration with Shane. And behind the scenes of this collaboration, Jeffree was working on so much stuff for so many mystery boxes, the Halloween collection, then the Valentine's Day collection. Oh, and before that he had 5th anniversary of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and he also made that palette Peppermint, the highlighter palette that is, I think it is an exclusive palette, or maybe he said that he will always make that one. I'm not sure. It hit me that he wasn't just working on just the Conspiracy palette, because it takes, what they said, 7 months to create one palette. He was also working on this Blood Sugar 3. So much work, basically. And I mean, he's killing it every single time. So the packaging here is amazing. This packaging kind of feels like wood like something. I really like this detail because when I tried to film the box under the fake lighting of a lamp, it didn't show off as good as it shows here. This blue metal thing, it's just so pretty. So yeah, I really love this box. But when you open the box, okay, let me be here, we see this amazing palette. Let me take that, and on the bottom of the box you can see all the ingredients. I didn't even realize that he has the ingredients of every single shadow. I don't think that many brands really do that. Anyway, what does this palette do? I mean, 12 months after opening. Okay. You can only keep it for 12 months? What? The inspiration behind this beautiful box is jewelry box and coffin. And I'm just living this fantasy. This is such a pretty shadow. And I also want to bring your attention to all the detailing. So on this lock, you can also see there's this tiny logo of Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm telling you, the detailing on this is crazy. So today I will be swatching finally. I want to swatch them first. I want to swatch them first and to give you my opinion on the swatches, and then I will do, oh my god, I can't believe tomorrow morning I will actually do my first look with this palette. I really want to do half cut crease. So this is so gorgeous. The mirror here is huge. It really all I need. And it's so high quality actually, now that I look at myself. It is an amazing mirror. And of course, another thing that I want to mention is this, the placement where all the shadows are placed. This leather thing that is dark blue, kind of looks so high quality. I cannot explain to you. Okay, it smells like nothing, and maybe I am myself kind of getting a little bit of fake leather, maybe glue, I don't know, but it's really not that harsh. To be honest, I actually smelled blood sugar, and blood sugar doesn't have this sense as much, but I'm telling you, to smell this or notice the smell, you just have to really go in and smell it. And it's not that harsh. Just, you see, when things are perfect, you start noticing every little detail that is, I'm telling you, it's nothing literally, but I just thought that like I should mention it, whatever. So I want to dig in immediately, but this palette has 18 shadows, and I don't think that I can fit 18 shadows on this. Well, I could, but I don't want to. Maybe I will do just a row of 6 shadows and then 6 shadows. I mean, clean the arm and then do 6 more and 6 more. I never actually realized that people put work into, there's so many times where you can just take, for example, you see this little square, and then you can take this square and this square, or you know, this square, and like all the shadows are matching. By the way, this palette is vegan and cruelty free, and there are actually 3 shades that are pressed pigments, and these are Ocean Ice, Blue Monday, and Untouchable, which kind of made me a little bit unsure. I can understand why this shade would be a pressed pigment, because it's like a very it's a glittery shade almost. Then I get it, maybe Blue Monday was very hard to make, but then how is Untouchable is a pressed pigment? You know what I mean? It kind of seems like a typical, but then again, maybe pink colors are hard to make. And let's dive into this beautiful metallic like shade. So soft, you guys, it is so soft. Just want to touch it for forever. Okay, here is the, should I bring you a little bit closer? Okay, there we go. Oh wow, through this palette. Okay, now it might make more sense, you know what I mean? I don't want to really mess it up and to, okay, this is straight up silver, and I couldn't be okay. This is my highlight today. Oh wow, this is harsh. Okay, I was doing my makeup in complete in complete darkness. Excuse me. Okay, this might be too much of a highlighter, although I guess some people would say there is no such thing as too much highlighter, but I believe there is. Minty is a very pretty mint looking shadow. They're so pigmented. Oh my god. Okay. Should I do this? Oh wow. Oh. Next shade is also a metallic one. It's called Crystal Flash. The next shade is I'm Cold. Oh. Okay, this one kind of feels a little bit more dry. And you see the difference. I feel like the softer the shade, the easier it is to ruin the stamping, the print on the eyeshadows. Because this one feels more dry and I've touched it and it just looks untouched. The Jeffree Star logo, which it probably makes sense, right? But this is another very pretty, very rare shade, although I've seen some brands come up with, okay. Once again, shadows are not meant to work good as finger swatches, as well as they should perform while you're using the brush on your eyelids. But no, it's actually quite pigmented. Yeah, so pretty. Untouchable is a pressed pigment. They're so soft, you guys. I wish you could feel them. If you have them, if you have blue blood, please tell me in the comments your experience with it, because I haven't done any makeup looks with it yet, but I'm going to. If you don't see them on my white bluish hands, I'm sorry. Okay. I am shade Ivory on any concealer. Oh, this is such a pretty pink shade. Priceless has a very beautiful stamp with lips. Yeah, it's one of those very soft ones. They're like butter. Oh, just so good. I'm sorry, I'm doing this swatch on my pinky compared to all the other swatches. It looks like my childhood dream, like one of those Barbie games, you know, where they have a crystal cave, or no, the colors kind of seem very similar to my childhood. So beautiful. Not Instagrammable though. It's not one of those perfect but I like how it looks. Okay, so my hands are squeaky clean and we're going to start with the second row. The first shade is Power. This is I want to say this is a lighter shade of Undertaker, but then at the same time I see that Undertaker has more navy tone to it, and Power is just an interesting shade of gray. I feel like this shade is more on that dry side that I talked about, but it doesn't mean it's not good. Okay. Okay. But then again, would you like to get this on your lid? You will never in a million years blend it. Blend it out. So I don't know why I keep adding more. There's actually too much now. But yeah. It's a gray shade. Gray. Beautiful gray matte. Okay, Blue Blood is kind of also on that dry side. Ooh! The fallout on this one seemed like a little bit too much. But again, I'm going in with my fingers. 5 times. Okay, miss, I am most pigmented. It actually looks more pigmented on the hand compared to in the pan. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I think this is... Oh wow. This is a very vibrant blue. So the next is deceased. Oh, I love this word so much. I'm deceased. Okay. This is a more of like a metallic. I actually can't understand. It doesn't look like a metallic. Obviously, it's not a typical matte, but it's definitely not a typical metallic. So I guess it's a matte with a little bit sheen to it. It actually looks like such a pretty color. Let's swatch it. Oh wow. Oh wow. I want more of this. I'm sorry I've been going there. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Ice tray. Once again, a metallic. That is very buttery. Very buttery. Okay. I'm shook. Deceased. Oh. What? This is a very good metallic. This is an amazing metallic. Honey. Do you see this? It looks wet, almost. Compared to deceased, ice tray is... Look at this. It looks like an alien-ish. Like you can compare deceased and ice tray. Deceased, blue blood, and power. I love how I know all the colors now. Blue Monday, another very pretty stamp, but at the same time, what is this color? It looks almost unreal. As an eyeshadow, come on. How many eyeshadows like this can you find that are actually going to be pigmented? Well, we're about to find out, but I'm pretty sure. Do you see this? Ooh, honey. Hunty. Am I too straight to use this? Am I too white? Let's go there again. But once again, I want to remind you. Okay, this kind of isn't showing as much. Well, this is just crazy, okay? This isn't showing up as much as I wanted or saw a metallic before that, like an ice tray show. But again, to be honest, previous 10 nights I spent watching tutorials on this, and I was actually expecting a lot from Blue Monday as how I saw it perform on other people's eyes, and it just doesn't make sense. But now I kind of understand what Jeffree was saying in his video, that hand swatches aren't working as great. The first shade is called Wealthy, and there's this beautiful print stamp of a money bag. So let's see. Butter. Butter. Actually, I'm kind of... I don't know how it will show up on my pale hand. I mean... let's see. Of course, you know me, I'll try again. This is literally would be my perfect concealer shade. Paler than my wrist. Oh, it's there. So the next shade is, wow, I mean, this shade is so pale. You can kind of still see it, of course. What is this? Calling in. Oh no, it's just my hand. There's no eyeshadow on it. It looked a little bit reflecting. Okay. Even my wrist is blinding. You can kind of still see it, right? Of course you can. The next shade is called Celebrity Skin, and this is exactly the shade of the lipstick that he's made. The lip ammunition, the lipstick, and the liquid lipstick. And now he has a shade too. Eyeshadow shade. And I have a lip ammunition in shade Celebrity Skin. It's like butter too. I could spend hours doing this. Okay, you can still see it. I wanted to say that you will probably not see it too. Next one. Oh, I want to use Entitled and Ocean Eyes in the end. Just because, you know, Cremated and Undertaker. Just because, you know, the last two shades look kind of like, they're just matte. How can you impress me with a matte, you know? I love those shiny, glittery shades. And Entitled Ocean Eyes. Okay. Entitled. Here we go. Entitled. Oh. Okay. Kind of falling. Please be as pretty as you look on the finger. Oh. It continues. I mean, I want more. I am certainly using this color. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, the next shade. This is the last glittery, metallic shade that we have. It's that one of those pressed pigments, as you remember, Ocean Eyes. Let's go in. Okay, Miss Pigment, work. Hopefully, it will look as good. No way. No way. What? Actually, don't forget the Wealthy is right here. So the last two shades, Cremated, is this grayish, bluish, greenish color. Guess we just have to go in. Oh, buttery too. No, it's actually more on the dry side now that I touch it more. Okay. Who's more pigmented? Tell me. What do you think? Which one is more pigmented? So the last shade, we have the very last shade of this palette, and this video will be over. Undertaker. This beautiful coffin. I just realized that this coffin has a little Jeffree Star Cosmetics logo on it. This is iconic. I didn't realize. Okay. This is definitely a dry one. I mean, if it's going to perform as good as Cremated. Deceased. A Cremated. Look at this. I want to... Okay, how do I... You see, this one is more on the navy side. This one is more on the green side. I almost want to say green. Here we go. Ooh, okay. One more. The beautiful coffin. The beautiful Undertaker. Okay, this is pretty too. I mean, this palette is something out of this world, honestly. Just look at this. Just look at this. My conclusion is, this is a very beautiful palette. I think that's all the shades are very pretty. I haven't tried that palette yet, so if you want to see my further opinion on all those shades, I will be doing so many more looks and so many more videos with this palette, because I want to try to do at least 3 videos a week. Maybe I will do this is my like dream goal to do to post a video every single day. So I would have to see if it will work out, but at least I want to stick for 3 videos per week. And I will be trying this palette many times, and I hope to do as many different looks as I can. But I mean, how many different looks can you make with same blue shadows over and over and over again? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe because there will be so much more content here, I promise. Yeah, so see you. Oh, I'm going to play with this right now. Okay, thank you. Bye.